somewhat comfortable. So, my hopes for Orisman Automotive. My hopes in general for everything are contrition and hope. You know, if you screw up, then make up for it or do the best you can. Keep moving. And hope for better. Hope for teamwork. Hope for opportunity. Hope for improvement. Hope for hope. Hope for hope. You know, I mean, tomorrow's always tomorrow. There is never a right time. And the process of working towards something is doing something. So, Orisman Automotive. First off, I want them to buy my toxic car back off me at top dollar. You know, they can add to that price any amount of walking money that they feel is appropriate for my hardship personally. You know, that would be a nice little financial buffer for whatever. But considering that Orisman Automotive and their criminal negligence and professionalism, considering they caused me to have a breakdown, go on significant psych meds, and then basically drown in my own snot for a year. And that's just to this point. I mean, I'm kind of hoping it's not the rest of my life here. And all that on top of being a veteran that's recovering from severe brain damage and major trauma. Wow. I think what would be appropriate is for Orisman. Well, let me back up. I am very fortunate, not only in my survival, but in my recovery and in so much in between. I didn't want to live. I wanted to die. I'd had a hard life. I just kind of wanted to go. But the Creator forced me back for what I believe is this mission. You know, not Orisman outright, you're small potatoes. But, you know, I mean, your initial stepping stones. We'll get to that too. For the social responsibility and reincorporation and belief and hope and togetherness, the soup stone. There's a beggar that, you know, is on a religious trek or a spiritual trek, or I don't believe in religion. Religion's labels. All religion is, well, whatever gets you to your personal understanding of faith, good for you. As long as it does not transgress. Whatever. I don't like spicy food, personally. No judgment. It's just spicy food hurts my tongue. You know, whatever does it for you, man, to each their own. You know, what doesn't appeal to you, leave it on the table for somebody else. Take what you need. You know, and don't take more than you need, because, hey, the next guy needs some too. You know? So this dude was on a spiritual journey and stopped by a town, and the town's like, oh, we can't feed you, I'm sorry, we're all poor, we're broke, we have nothing to eat. And he's like, that's okay, I have this magic soup stone. what's in your kitchen? What's in your kitchen? What's in your kitchen? They're like, oh, I have nothing. I have carrots. Oh, I have nothing. I have potatoes. Oh, I have nothing. I have celery. Blah blah, whatever. Right? So he tells them each to bring the one little thing they have, and they bring it together and they put it in this big pot, and he drops bloop the magic soup stone in. And by everybody contributing their one little thing that they have, it is no undue hardship to any individual, and yet the whole gains. Because we're more than the sum of our parts. That's the whole movement idea. Now back to Orisman. Oh, not yet. Backing up from that. Okay. So, after my mental health challenge, I received a wonderful offer from a Vietnam veteran who has a private space in Thailand, out in the middle of nowhere, on the beach, in the middle of nowhere. And I know for veterans, the idea of going somewhere beautiful, to be in the middle of nowhere, working on healing, the most fundamental. Wow. Sounds like a great idea. Okay, so late in February, I'm moving to this place in Thailand, and I'm going to start filming a reality show called Long Walks and Short Piers. That's the working title right now anyway. It's going to be this revolutionary show because it's a different type of reality show, as in it's filmed from my point of view. Because I'm playing with perception on these respects. Because I very deliberately am not well lit or whatever else, because I potentially want to be anybody. I want anybody to be able to identify with me. No labels. You know, just hear the words that are coming out of my mouth. If it feeds you, take what you need. Leave the rest on the table. That's it, right? And I know that right now I need. So I'm going to Thailand to feed me, but I'm using it as an empowerment opportunity to feed you too, right? And so that brings us back to Orisman. I fully anticipate that within this year that warthanpeace.org is going to be incorporated as a 501c3. Which makes any donations within that year tax deductible. But I'd much rather you not do it about taxes, so I'd much rather you donate it before the 501c3 comes through. Now, one of the wonderful things about this particular property in Thailand that I'm going to is that it happens to be for sale. This property happens to be for sale, and it has like half a dozen bungalows that would be wonderful for mental health retreats for veterans, running this operation kind of like they did at the nunnery or the monastery. Sorry, depends on which housing barracks you're in, kind of thing. A mental health retreat resort for veterans to be able to be out in a nice vacation tropical area that is isolated. They don't have to worry about any of the anxiety, any of the trauma. They're in a safe environment that is carefully controlled and catered to optimize their ability to grow and heal. Okay, now let's pull these things Barrett style. Let's say that we've got, I don't know, let's just guess and say 5 bungalows. and say that in each bungalow you can house 4 men, 2 sets of barracks, 2 sets of bunk beds. Now, in large part, I know this is, yeah, you guys aren't young kids in basic anymore, but that's kind of the whole thing. You know, to get you to revert back to deep training from the beginning again. Get it? I mean, so, okay, let's think we've got 5, 4-man bunks. That's 20 right there. Okay, let's say that we bring 20 veterans a month to come in for a 3-week program and a 1-week cleansing. Okay, that's 20 veterans a month that could be cycled through this program directly to help the veterans so that they can then be trained to go out and do the same with more veterans. This is how we heal, okay? And I very deliberately want Orisman Automotive to purchase this property for me, for us, for War Than Peace. I want you to purchase it and then make sure we get our 501c3 paperwork done, because it would behoove you to assure that this is tax deductible. But I would really hope that you would live up to all the hype you say about advertising. Oh, we support troops and yay veterans and all that stuff. Really? I know you can't put $1 on freedom, but you can try. And this is a start. And then United Airlines. Ooh, we'll get to United next.